Today, in this class, we will start with the new chapter, that is chapter number 7, called Fractions. You must have studied about fractions in 4th and 5th standard. Now let us continue with the same concept of fractions. First of all, we'll understand what is a fraction. See children, when an object is divided into equal number of parts, then each part is called a fraction. For example, if you have a circle with you and you are dividing it into 4 equal parts, then each part of it is called a fraction. Remember, in the definition it is written, when an object is divided into number of equal parts. Children, equal parts, the term equal parts is very important over here, because if an object is not divided into equal parts, then we will not consider that as a part of a whole. Fraction is only called when the object is divided into equal number of parts. Now, a fraction is written as a numerator upon a denominator. Whenever we write a fraction, we write it as a numerator and a denominator, like over here. 2 upon 3 is a fraction where 2 is the numerator and 3 is the denominator. That means the whole quantity is divided into 3 equal parts and the 2 parts are required by us or used by us in any of the ways. The denominator says how many equal parts are there in the whole object. Like in this figure, a circle is divided into 2 equal parts. So the denominator is the equal parts into which the whole object is divided. Now children, in this given figure, how many equal parts are there in this shape? Yes, you are correct. There are 4 equal parts. So what is the denominator of this fraction? So obviously it is 4. Now in the next picture, you can see different objects which are divided into equal parts, and you have to tell the denominators of these fractions. So let us start with the first picture. The circle is divided into 4 equal parts. So what is the denominator? 4. In the next picture, a triangle is divided into 3 equal parts. So here the triangle is having the denominator as 3. Next, the figure is divided into 2 equal parts. So the denominator of this figure becomes 2, and here we can write the fraction as 1 by 2. Suppose one part is needed by us. In the last figure, the figure is divided into 4 equal parts. 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So its denominator becomes 8, and so we can write any of its fraction as 1 upon 8. Now talking about the numerator says how many parts in the fraction are colored or we need. The parts in the fraction that we need is the numerator that we represent. Now as this figure is divided into 2 equal parts, so 2 becomes the denominator over here, and one part is colored, one part is used, or one part is needed by us. So 1 becomes one becomes the numerator. Children, here the two parts into which the figure is divided is the denominator. Now in the next figure, they are asking what is the numerator of this fraction. See, the whole picture is divided into 4 equal parts and 3 parts are shaded. So what is the numerator of this fraction? Yes children, it is 3. Very good. Now in the next exercise, we have find the numerator of these fractions given. Here we have to write the shaded portion as the numerator, and the whole fraction becomes the numerator and the denominator. Now here there are 4 equal parts, so 4 is written as the denominator and 3 parts are shaded. So we write the fraction as 3 upon 4. In the next figure, there are 3 equal parts, and out of the 3 equal parts, 2 are shaded. So we will write it as 2 upon 3. The third figure, there are 8 equal parts, and out of 8 equal parts, 1 is shaded or colored. So the fraction becomes 1 by 8. So 1 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. In the next figure, again there are 8 equal parts, and out of that 5 parts are shaded. So its fraction becomes 5 upon 8. So 5 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. Now in the next slide we have to write the fraction of these shapes. So children, hope you are clear with what are fractions and how to write it as numerator upon denominator. So let us carry out with exercise. You have to find the fraction of these shapes. So children, the first figure is divided into 6 equal parts. So 6 becomes the denominator, and out of 6, 4 parts are shaded. So the fraction becomes 4 upon 6. In the next figure, there are 4 equal parts, and out of that 1 part is shaded. So 1 becomes the numerator and 4 becomes the denominator. Coming to the third figure, there are 3 equal parts, and out of 3 equal parts 2 are shaded. In the last figure, we have 9 equal parts, and out of 9 equal parts 6 are shaded. So the fraction becomes 6 upon 9. Now children, based upon the knowledge of fractions, the introduction of fractions, talking about the numerator and what is denominator, let us start with exercise 7.1 and give the answer for the following questions. I repeat, whenever you are going to write for a fraction, make sure the whole object is divided into equal parts. If it is not divided into equal parts, that means we cannot write fractions for it. So the first question is, write the fraction represented the shaded portion. Now first part is, we have a triangle, and triangle is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts, and out of 4 equal parts, 2 parts are shaded. So its fraction becomes 2 by 4. The answer for the first one is 2 by 4. In the second figure, we have 9 equal parts, and out of 9 equal parts 8 are shaded. So its fraction becomes 8 upon 9. Next figure, we have 8 equal parts, and out of 8 equal parts 4 are shaded. So fractions become 4 by 8. Fourth one, there are 4 equal parts, and out of 4 equal parts 1 is shaded. So the fraction is 1 by 4. Fifth part is, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equal parts, and out of 7 equal parts 3 are shaded. So the fraction becomes 3 by 7. In the sixth part, we have, there are 12 equal parts, and out of 12 equal parts 9 are shaded. So we will write the fraction as 9 upon 12. In the seventh part, there are total number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 images are there, and all of them are shaded. So the fraction becomes 10 by 10. Children, when the numerator and denominator are same, that fraction becomes the whole part, because we can cancel out 10 and 10, and 10 and 10 when cancelled out gives the answer as 1, and 1 represents the complete object, the whole object. Eighth part, count the total number of equal parts into which the figure is divided. It is 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 equal parts, and out of 9 equal parts 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are shaded. So the answer is 4 upon 9. In ninth part, we have, let us count the total objects, total equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 equal parts, and out of 8 equal parts 4 are shaded. So its fraction becomes 4 by 8. In the last part, the complete figure is divided into 2 equal parts, and out of the 2 equal parts 1 is shaded. So we write the fraction as 1 upon 2. Hope children you are clear with how to write a fraction of any object, how to write it as a numerator upon denominator. Now coming to the second question. In the second question, it is, color the part according to the given fraction. Now in the first part, it is given 1 upon 6. 1 upon 6 means there are 6 total equal parts, and out of 6 1 is shaded. So children, you can shade it, you can color one of the part with any of the colors. You can do these questions in the book itself. Question number 1, 2. Then 1 by 4, color one of the part. 1 by 3, any of the part you can shade. 3 by 4, 3 parts you are going to shade. 1 will be left. 4 by 9, you are going to shade 4 parts out of 9. So the fraction becomes 4 by 9. Now, question number 3. Children, this is question number 3 of your exercise. They are asking, identify the error if any. See, in the first figure, the fraction is written 1 by 2. Then it is 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. Can you see what is the error in the given figures? Think of it. Yes. All these figures are not divided into equal parts. And in the starting of this video, we have discussed that a fraction is considered only when the whole figure is divided into equal number of parts. So, the error is 1 by 2, 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. This fraction is not applicable because all these figures are not, in all these figures, they are not divided into equal parts. So, these fractions are not possible. Now, children, I hope question number 1, 2 and 3 of exercise 7.1 are clear to you. You can do these questions in the book itself. Thank you.